All right, a little mobility time. We're gonna do a seated forward fold for about 3 minutes here. Before we jump into that, I wanna go over some modifications. So, if you cannot easily fold forward and touch your toes, you're gonna need some assistance with this, and most likely with this. If you don't have the ability to fall forward, that tells me that your body it's not ready to be here. If you're so uncomfortable just doing this, you want to make your stretch a little bit easier. You can do that elevating your seat, your butt. Get a little booster seat. You might notice just doing that, now it's not super uncomfortable just to sit with your legs straight. Or I know I've got some members who, they literally can't sit with their legs straight here. Their legs have to bend because they're not ready to sit in that position. But if their butt gets elevated, well, all of a sudden their legs can be straight because their body is ready for this. Probably also going to need a band. I can use my toes, I can easily reach my feet and use that as leverage to get deeper. Well, it's a lot harder if you can't. So this is what you use for leverage. You loop around and you can use this to pull yourself deeper and deeper and deeper into the stretch. So those are your modifications, y'all, and just listen to your body as you're going through this. You've got to realize what you're ready for and what you're not ready for. Where most people falter with stretching is they go into such a deep stretch for themselves right away, they can't spend a decent amount of time there and they never see progression because they're not finding a position their body is ready for. You're gonna see as we go through this, I can get really freaking low. I can almost touch my knees. Sorry, that's not my knees. I always say the wrong word. I can almost touch my toes. Fuck. I am worried about my brain sometimes. My nose to my knees, almost. But I work my way down there. So, I start off, deep breath in, exhale, and wherever you naturally fall, that's a great start. You should not feel a deep stretch here. If we're looking at a stretch on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is super easy, don't feel anything. 10 is about snap in half. You should be at like a 3 max right now. It shouldn't be much. You should just barely feel that stretch. So adjust accordingly. If you came down here and it was right away painful, use one of those adjustments. Get your butt elevated. I promise you, it's gonna make a world of a difference. But we gotta spend some time here. Let's say I forgot to look at the clock. I've been rambling for a while, so I'm gonna say I've been here for at least 30 seconds. That tells me my body has had time to adjust to this position. It's ready to go for a deeper stretch. You have to pair that with your breath though. You never try to go deeper into a stretch if you're not exhaling your breath. So I'm gonna take a deep breath in. And now my stretch is at like a 5-ish. 5, maybe a 6. And now I like to get some movement while I'm here. So I start off getting some pedals, isolating one leg at a time. So I'm gonna get flexion. If you look at my toe, I'm getting flexion in this ankle. That's gonna create a deep, deep stretch in the back of my leg. Hold that for a few seconds and release. Repeat on the other side. I like to do this 3 times, both legs. Just trying to stay focused on relaxing and melting my torso as I exhale. Just letting it relax down. One more time on the other foot. And then I like to get a little lateral movement. All subtle. Drop my ear to my shoulder and just lean that way a touch. Gives me a nice stretch. My QL on the opposite side, and I'll repeat. I do this one 2 times, typically, both directions. And by the time I've gone through that little sequence, I've been here for a while. My body's kind of adjusted to this position. Now I'm gonna go even deeper. Deep breath in. Exhale. And then I kind of repeat that cycle. I do the pedals 3 times each side, and I shift side to side. Really deepens that stretch in the single leg, release. I really think this helps people find that activation in your stretch better. Really helped me just become more flexible, become more aware of what I'm stretching, how subtle angle changes make an incredibly large difference to your stretch. And my little shifts. And one more time, I'm going to drive down as low as I can and just hold for 20-ish, 30 seconds. Slowly work my way out of that. Whenever I do a deep stretch like that, I like to get some movement in my lumbar spine when I'm done. So I'll lay down, put my legs together, do some, I guess call them windmills. I'm about pulling this hip up to the ceiling. And now I'm gonna pull this hip up to the ceiling. And just get some movement side to side. Play with the positioning a bit, slow and steady. And just do this based off feel. A few times each side. And then once you're happy with it, you pop up, and you're done.